Ever dreamed of having a lush garden, but only have a small balcony? What if I told you that you could grow fresh herbs, veggies, and beautiful flowers all year round, right outside your window? In just a few minutes, you'll learn how to build this amazing miniature greenhouse, turning your balcony into a green paradise. Stick around, it's easier than you think. First things first, let's gather our materials. You don't need a lot, and most of it is easy to find. The core of our project is the frame. You can use PVC pipes, which are cheap and simple to cut, or some reclaimed wood for a more rustic look. For the covering, you'll need clear plastic sheeting, like a painter's drop cloth, or a heavy-duty shower curtain. You'll also need connectors for the pipes, like elbows and T-joints, or screws and brackets if you're using wood. Grab a measuring tape, a pipe cutter or saw, a drill, and some zip ties or strong clips. Finally, you'll need some shelves. You can use simple wire racks or even cut some plywood to size. Don't forget your gloves for safety. Now, let's get to the fun part. Preparation. The first step is to measure your balcony space. Decide where the greenhouse will go and measure the height, width, and depth available. Remember to account for any doors or windows that need to open. Use these measurements to sketch a simple design. Think about how many shelves you want and how tall each level should be. For example, a small 2-tier greenhouse might be 1 meter high, 60 centimeters wide, and 40 centimeters deep. This size is perfect for most balconies and won't feel bulky. Once your design is ready, use it to calculate the exact lengths of pipe or wood you need to cut. It's a great idea to label each piece as you cut it. For example, 4 pieces for the height, 4 for the width, and 4 for the depth. This will make assembly a breeze later on. All right, let's start building. We'll begin with the base. Take your 4 bottom pieces and connect them using your elbow joints to form a rectangle. If you're using wood, screw the corners together. Make sure it's square and sits flat. Next, we'll build upwards. Insert your vertical pipes into the T-joints at each corner of the base. If you're using wood, attach your upright posts. Now you have the skeleton of the bottom level. Repeat this process for the top level, creating another rectangle that will sit on top of your vertical posts. Your basic frame is now complete. It should look like a simple cube or rectangular box. Gently wiggle it to make sure all connections are secure and tight. If anything feels loose, now is the time to fix it. With the frame ready, it's time to add the shelves. If you're using wire racks, you can often just rest them on the horizontal supports of each level. You might want to secure them with a few zip ties to prevent them from sliding. If you've cut your own wooden shelves, place them inside the frame and secure them with small L brackets screwed into the vertical posts. This gives them extra support for heavier pots. The key is to make sure your shelves are level and stable enough to hold your plants without wobbling. Now for the final construction step, the covering. Drape your clear plastic sheet over the entire frame. Start from the top and let it hang down all sides. You want a snug fit, but not so tight that it strains the plastic. Use your clips or zip ties to attach the plastic to the frame. Start at the top corners and work your way down, pulling the plastic taut as you go. For the front, you'll want to create a door that you can easily open and close. You can do this by leaving one side of the front panel unattached, or by cutting a flap and attaching Velcro strips or simple ties to keep it closed. This allows you to control airflow and access your plants easily. Trim any excess plastic at the bottom for a clean, tidy finish. Let's talk about some useful tips to make your greenhouse even better. First, ventilation is key. Your little greenhouse can get very hot, especially on sunny days. Make sure your front flap is easy to roll up to let fresh air in and prevent your plants from overheating. Second, think about drainage. Place a tray or a waterproof mat under the greenhouse to catch any excess water from your pots. This will protect your balcony floor. Third, placement matters. Position your greenhouse where it will get the right amount of sunlight for the plants you want to grow. Most herbs and vegetables need at least 6 hours of direct sunlight. You can also add some small, battery-powered LED grow lights inside for an extra boost during cloudy days or winter. Every project has potential pitfalls, so let's cover a few common mistakes to avoid. A big one is not securing the greenhouse properly. Balconies can get windy, so make sure your structure is stable. You can weigh it down with heavy pots on the bottom shelf, or even secure it to the balcony railing if your building rules allow it. Another common error is poor material choice. Avoid flimsy plastic that will tear easily in the wind or degrade quickly in the sun. It's worth investing in a slightly thicker, UV-resistant plastic sheeting. Finally, don't overwater. A greenhouse environment holds humidity, so your plants won't dry out as quickly as they would in the open air. Always check the soil moisture before watering. So, let's quickly recap what we've accomplished. We designed and built a functional, beautiful miniature greenhouse for a balcony. We started by gathering simple materials like PVC pipes or wood and plastic sheeting. We planned our design based on our available space, cut our pieces, and assembled the frame step by step. We then installed shelves, attached the clear cover, and even created a roll-up door for easy access and ventilation. We also learned some pro tips about ventilation, drainage, and placement, and how to avoid common mistakes like not securing the structure or overwatering our plants. You now have the skills to create your very own green oasis, no matter how small your space. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and are excited to start building. Imagine harvesting your own fresh basil for pasta, or picking your own cherry tomatoes for a salad. It's incredibly rewarding. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next project. I would love to see your creations, so please share photos of your finished greenhouses in the comments below. Let me know what you plan to grow in yours. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening!